Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So yesterday I did a video about the 7 things I wish I knew sooner. So today I'd like to do 11 things to stop doing, all right? And so I'll get into it in a minute. Let's just relax our body. Just smile, relax your body. Your breathing will take on a natural rhythm and pace. So stay relaxed, allow your breath to settle down. And here are the things to stop doing, all right? And stop doubting the cause of your symptoms. You've learned the perception of danger is what causes pain or symptoms. If you'd like to understand that a little bit better, my Fast Start playlist is a great primer on exactly what is going on, but more so what to do about it. So there's a video called Introducing PDP, Perceived Danger Pain, Perceived Danger Symptoms. Watch that. But once you've done that, you take the assessments at isthispdp.com. And once you've done that, make a decision that you know what's going on, what's causing your symptoms. And so things to stop doing is doubting the cause of your symptoms. If you have doubt, watch that PDP video and take the assessments and then make a decision. So things to stop doing is doubting your symptoms. The second thing is catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is thinking the worst, right? Predicting this will never end is something that you really want to stop doing, because what does that do? That perpetuates the brain's perception that I'm in deep trouble and this is never going to end. That's a horrible way to teach your brain that you're actually okay. The perception of danger is what's creating the symptoms. So if you're catastrophizing and predicting that this will never end, boy, that's not going to help. How about trying to fix your symptoms all day long? You know, and there's a lot of different mind-body approaches out there. You know, there's meditation, breath work, journaling, somatic tracking, I don't know, all sorts of things. But if you're doing those practices all day, every day, your brain has no choice but to perceive that something bad is going on, because why would Dan be doing all these weird things all day? So stop trying to fix yourself all day long. Make living your life more important than fixing. I'll also encourage you to stop watching the calendar. Impatience and deadlines are not helpful because they just put more pressure on us. And more pressure to get better faster actually slows things down. I'm going to also encourage you to stop monitoring your symptoms all day long. And it's easy to fall into that trap, because it's like you wake up and go, how do I feel today? An hour later, how do I feel now? Oh, I was doing this, this good earlier, but now it's worse. Or it was worse earlier, now I'm doing better, right? And if we monitor and we're constantly body scanning and checking, that's putting way too much attention and focus on the symptoms. Another thing I'll encourage you to stop doing is using medical labels and diagnoses once you know it's a mind-body condition, once you know perceived danger. So to continue to walk around and say, yeah, my fibromyalgia, X, Y, and Z is doing this, or that, or my, whatever your medical label is. Now look, if you've already understood what causes symptoms and you've done the assessments and you've determined that your symptoms are from perceived danger, then why use a medical diagnosis and a label? All that does is keep your brain perceiving I've got some real medical problem, especially if these medical things like fibro say, well, there's no cure. There is. And watching these videos is part of the cure. Teaching your brain you're safe is part of the cure. So another thing I'll strongly encourage you to stop doing is researching online. If you're looking at your diagnosis and how to cure it, you're still on the fence. You're still looking for a mainstream medical solution to it. So researching is not going to be beneficial. Now look, maybe your research led you to the mind-body approach, Sarno's work, my work, and that's a good thing. But once you have done the assessments, after you've learned what causes symptoms, it's time to stop researching because you're already in the solution. Looking for other avenues of support or treatment is just going to delay recovery. The other thing I'll encourage you to do is stop going into non-mind-body support groups. Because if you're going into a generic back pain group, for example, all you're going to hear from is people who are struggling, don't know about this stuff, and are going to tell you the worst horror stories about their treatments and surgeries that you really don't want to hear. Same thing for medication withdrawal, same thing for fibromyalgia groups, same thing for any type of support group. You know, they're not helpful. I'm also going to encourage you to stop talking about your symptoms and your pain. Because the more we talk about it, the more the brain thinks this is important. So let's stay focused on this. Let's keep those neuroplastic connections wired. The more you talk about it, the more it's going to persist. So I'll encourage you to stop talking about your symptoms and pain. And lastly, stop avoiding life. Because the more we avoid activities and living our life, the smaller our world gets. And the smaller our world gets, the more likely we are to be consumed by the symptoms and the pain and the fear. And that's one more. Stop being consumed by the fear. Because once you know what causes it, it's just the brain misinterpreting what's going on, creating symptoms as a result of perceived danger. It's really important, super important to recognize that avoiding life just shrinks your world. And being consumed by the fear, when you actually know that the assessments show it's perceived danger, and you actually know that you're actually okay, allowing the fear to own you is not beneficial. It will delay recovery. So those are some things to stop doing. And like I did yesterday, I'll run through them real quick. Stop doubting the cause of your symptoms. Do the assessments. Accept it. Make a decision. Stop catastrophizing. Stop predicting this will never end. Stop trying to fix your symptoms all day long with all these various, mind-body concepts. Stop watching the calendar. Stop monitoring your symptoms all day long. Stop using medical labels once you know it's a mind-body condition. Stop researching online. Stop spending time in non-mind-body support groups. Stop talking about your symptoms and pain all day long. And stop avoiding life. Stop being consumed by the pain or symptoms. So, hope you found this video useful. Let me know if you like these kind of list videos, or if you like more of the long-form discussions about a certain topic. But I appreciate you. If you know somebody who can benefit by these videos, please share. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. And as always, love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.